My child. Bro, don't touch my child. Hey, get him off me.
Get him off of him. What are y'all doing?
Give me your baby.
Watch out, bro. Touch my child, bro. Joe, hands off me. Get your hands off me. That man just put his hands on me.
Charges are going against
I want to press charges. Then put them against me. Then I'm suing the child department. This lady named Karen Moore, who worked for Rock Island Child Protective Services. Karen came over to the house one day, sat down on the couch, and demanded that I was going to do everything she say. You were going to obey me. Those was her words. Obey me. From farther along, prolong that, Karen went inside the courtroom. So she took it as far as calling the people and saying that we was beating on our kids. That came back inconclusive. They didn't find nothing because it wasn't true. One of your CPS workers who is not allowed to touch civilians, who's not allowed to put his hands on civilians, put his hands on me and almost injured my child. As his supervisor, you saying it's okay for him to walk across the room, put my child in danger, and it's not okay for me to put my foot on him and push him back to save my child? Did I say that? That's what I'm asking you.
Do it, and I told you I will get back with you.
It doesn't seem like anything that's been taken care of because he's still contacting us.
I'm not going to get into that.
You got to get into it. You was his supervisor. This is my complaint. You didn't take my complaint. You questioned my complaint. No, sir, I was recording this conversation. I'm going to let my lawyer handle it from here. Appreciate you.
You're going to record. Hey, so you didn't tell me you're recording me.
I just told you I'm recording you.
What's good, YouTube? It's BBcast back in with another video and another reaction. And in today's video is from Moline, Illinois, where you had these police officers and a CPS worker come into this hospital room to take this guy's newborn. They just had a newborn and this baby was no more than like 24, 25 hours old. And then the CPS worker just came in and said, yeah, we're here to take your baby. And yeah, that's it. And this dad was not letting up. And I don't blame him. I'm gonna watch it, get my reaction. Let me know what y'all think about in the comment section. And let's get into the video.
Get the lawsuit. Come snatch it out of my hands.
Dude, no extension.
Get the lawsuit, snatch out of my hands then.
I just said no one's going to
Get the phone, because I ain't giving her up.
I'm just saying.
I'm not letting her go.
She's going to get DCFS, put you in it, and then you're going to lose custody of her too.
Nah, I'm not getting nothing, because then it's going to take some... I ain't did nothing for you.
Right now.
So you just going to take my name and draw it out the hat?
Right now you're doing it.
Doing what? I got everything on camera right now. What I'm doing? Right now I'm doing what? Right now I'm doing what?
I've told you.
You ain't telling me nothing.
He told you.
Tell me again. I ain't hear you. Tell me again. Then okay, get my lawyer, get your paperwork. Get my lawyer, get your paperwork.
Supervisor myself, the supervisor.
I'm just fine. You thinking me doing this? I'm not stupid, brother. Go get your lawyer. I got rights, partner. I know my rights. Holler at my lawyer and bring your paperwork. Get your paperwork.
I don't need paperwork.
Oh, you need paperwork. You gonna take her? Come take her then. I'm telling y'all not taking her.
If I went over there and put my hands up, would you hand her over me?
Hell no.
Give me your baby.
Watch out, bro. Because you're leaning too much. Watch out. She all right.
Bro,
she's going to come out my face.
She's going to come with us either way.
You ain't finna touch her. I'm going to break your finger if you reach over here and touch my child. If you touch me, I'm hurting her. I'm good. Watch out, Bree, because you're leaning on her.
Please don't touch.
I'm going to speak for a second because...
I don't care. I'm not giving her up.
I'm not giving her up. Daughter laying over on you.
She's not. She's not.
Well, she was.
No, she's not.
Trying to shield you.
She was leaning on my hip, which is right here, which is stopping her. Which is my foot is right here. Look down, Bree. Hold on. She was leaning on my knee, which is my leg right there, which is my baby's back here, cuff. Here you go.
Why are we putting your little one in this?
Nah, why you? If y'all let this dude come over here and reach, we gonna have a problem. Y'all see what he doing. I don't want him touching me. Do not touch me. Do not touch my child. Go get your paperwork. If you reach over here, we gonna have a problem.
Reach over here. Do my job.
Nah, you ain't doing your job.
He does have lawful authority.
No, go get your lawsuit. Go get your paperwork then. Get your paperwork. Y'all niggas think y'all talk to a stupid motherfucker?
Anthony, why are you putting her in this situation? Why are you putting her in this situation?
Bro, get the fuck away from me. Go get your paperwork. You think you know what's gonna happen too? Then you know what's gonna happen too.
Pass her over here.
Then I'm not. Then you know what's gonna happen too. Don't touch my child, bro. Joe, get your motherfucking hands off me. Get your motherfucking hands off me. Fuck you doing? Assault. I want to press charges. That man just put his hands on me. I want to press charges.
You know how it's gonna go?
That man just put his hands on me.
Charges are going against
I want to press charges. Then put them against me. Then I'm suing the child department. I want to press charges. That man just put his hands on me. I want to press charges. That man just put his hands on me. Just assaulted me.
But is it possible?
Call the police, baby. That man just assaulted me.
That
able to talk to
and get somebody.
He can talk to who he want. He can say what he want. Yes, no, he allowed to touch me. Are he allowed to touch me?
He's here. He's able.
Is he allowed to touch me? You want me to ask your questions? Ask mine.
You're doing that.
Is he allowed to touch me? Is his job position putting his hands on me? Is it his job prescription to put his hands on me?
Is it possible that he could have just got paperwork to just show that he could be here?
Hello?
Paperwork, he couldn't just bring anything. It would probably would have gone a lot smoother. Yeah.
And that's another thing. Like, he didn't bring no paperwork or anything showing that. He didn't even show him. He just straight up went over there and said, hey, I'm finna have your kid come and bring it to me. I don't blame this dude for the way how he's acting, because at the end of the day, that's his kid, you know. If somebody just gonna come in there and say, finna take your kid, I'm pretty sure no one would take that lightly.
John Deere Road Trinity Hospital. I just had a guy come in here try to take my baby out of my hand, and he put his hands on me. I also have 2 officers sitting here watching it happen.
State DCFS employee. Whereas I'm
so I'm gonna need a sergeant down here, somebody who have a little bit more authority over what's going on to come get this in order. If they talking to these officers, call them back and let them know that these 2 officers is involved. I'm suing the whole department because that guy ain't got no right to touch me. I don't give a f what job he trying to do. He ain't got the right to put his hands assault me.
That's not what happened.
Just as is what happened. It's on camera. What you mean? Now you finna lie for him? Bro, get the phone. You just got right now. I don't even want to talk to you no more. Get the fuck out of my face, bro. Get out of my face, bro.
And then he started grabbing him.
Start walking up on me, too.
I'm not walking up on you.
That's you is. Bag up then. Give me my space. You ain't got no reason to be in my space. You in my comfort zone. Just bag up, brother. Bag up, brother.
I'm not.
Bag up, brother.
I'm standing.
Bag up, brother.
Just repeat yourself.
Bag up, brother. Bag up, brother. Bag up off me. Bag up off me, brother. Bag up off me.
Stand right there by the table.
Listen.
Bag up off me, brother. Bag up. Give me my space. Bag up. Give me my space.
I know, and I'm trying to be reasonable, but when he's sitting here making all these demands and being unreasonable himself,
how?
I can't. Because you can't even
meet
me in the middle. I'm trying to be as decent as I can with you.
On what?
I told you, it's not even between me and
you. If you're trying to be decent, then go arrest his ass for assaulting me. Fuck you mean?
We're not finished here yet.
He should be finished when he touched me.
We're not finished on.
He should be finished when he touched me. You ain't him, and another social worker could be can't be done. We could talk all day. He just assaulted me.
Besides me,
he just assaulted me, and y'all witnessed that shit.
Okay, besides me and my partner, do you know the other officers that we have here? Right.
You don't know about your officers. I ain't said about your officers. I said another social worker. That social worker just assaulted me, and y'all witnessed it.
It doesn't have to be.
That social worker almost made me just drop my baby. I don't. He trying to put some baby in care when he almost just harmed the baby himself. That's a domestic. That's assault. That's assault. Dog, he just snatched my hands from under my baby.
We're just going in circles.
He just snatched my hand from under my baby, almost causing my baby to fall on her head. That's assault.
Where are they trying to put the baby?
It's not going anywhere. There's another room, a NICU room for premature and younger
so
babies.
So who's all going to be in there?
We are nursing staff. That's it. We are a secured room so they can control who comes in and goes out.
I don't know where she at.
Yeah, she went in the bathroom.
Now I'm finna get on dumb shit just like your man's over here getting on dumb shit.
So we're gonna leave in like 3 seconds. If I can just explain this to you, we're gonna walk out the door. And y'all gonna keep the kid, fair?
I know.
So can you give me 2 seconds?
Trust me, I know. So, you can explain what you want, but I know my rights. I know, baby.
This is him explaining like the situation, what's going on. So basically, you have one of the CPS workers. This does happen a lot where you have some of these CPS workers where they just be abusing their powers and harassing people. And like this is the case with these people right here. So this is him explaining it.
What's up, world? So basically, the situation is we were sitting in here enjoying our family time. 2 cops and the CPS worker and a sergeant standing outside the door. The CPS worker and the cop walked into the room. The CPS worker first words to us was, I'm here for the child to replace the child and remove the child out of y'all custody due to the fact that you and Anthony and Shiloh's domestic past history. We never had a domestic, we don't even have a domestic case. Now my girl on the other hand, she does have a case open with them and she have a past domestic from 3 to 4 years ago. This case should have been closed a long time ago. I don't. I have my baby in my arms. My baby was in my custody. So they could have asked me to get up and leave the room. The guy threatened to snatch the baby out of my hand and he tried to proceed with that action. The guy walked up on me, grabbed a hold of my arm, snatched my arm from under me, almost causing my baby to fall on the ground. I had to protect me and my child, so I pushed the guy back with my foot. I didn't kick him, I pushed him back. because I was holding my baby. That was my only defense. As I pushed him back and he grabbed my wrist, he twisted my wrist before I was able to push him back with my feet. Now during this time, the police intervened by pulling him out the room. So I said I wanted to press charges. The police response to me was, you're going to catch the charge, not him. But you're letting the CPS worker, who's an Illinois CPS worker, social worker, put his hands on me, which they are not allowed to touch you. Period. So I'm sitting here with my beautiful child and my beautiful wife, to be, making this video for the world to see. If y'all can, share this video, pass it along. I have way more details, but I really don't want to, it'll take too long for this video. I really don't have time right now because I'm really trying to get out here right now and get to the station and file complaints. I even called yesterday and the sergeant told me that it was my fault because I had my child in my hands. So he refused to go farther, prolong with the charges. He refused to go along with the charges. He refused to press charges, file my charges that I was trying. He refused to take my complaint. I don't remember that sergeant's name, but it was Moline's police department. I post the video of the other two cops bashing name number later. But what I'm looking for out there from y'all, man, is some help. They trying to destroy my family. This lady named Karen Moore, who worked for Rock Island for the Children's Service, Child Protective Services. Her name was Karen Moore. Karen came over to the house one day, make a long story short, sat down on the couch. Before me and my girl was even together, we wasn't even a couple, sat down on the couch and demanded that I was going to do everything she say. You was going to give me your social security number. You was going to obey me. Those was her words, obey me, as I'm her dog. No, lady, I'm not your dog, and you could get out this house. You could leave now. Karen got up out the house. From farther along, prolong that, to make a long story short, Karen went inside the courtroom, lied and said, I was living with my girl. We was together. We was a couple. We been together. I had a valid traffic ticket. Nobody ever heard of a valid traffic ticket. Then, and when that didn't work for her, and I proved that I didn't have no warrants, she said I had a valid traffic ticket I had a warrant for a valid traffic ticket. Excuse me. So we proved that wrong. So she took it as far as calling the people and saying that we was beating on our kids. That came back inconclusive. Basically, they didn't find nothing because it wasn't true. See, a lie can't go that far. The truth can. And I need y'all to pass this truth along. Let's take it all the way there. So from there, she sat on that couch and she told me she gonna do everything in her power to make sure my girl's two oldest kids get took from her and get sent down to another state. And she went in that courtroom, told plenty of lies, and had that done. She made that happen. And from there, she been having a vendetta out on me. So as soon as we had our baby wasn't even 24 hours old. They walked in here with an unsigned document. There's two of them, right? Yeah. Okay. Walked in with an unsigned document, no court order from no judge.
In the simple fact, they already been dealing with like CPS and everything. They came with this paper, not even signed.
No sign, no document. And here's what the note say. Now, as we talked to some of the nurses, and I'm not going to say no names because I don't want to get nobody in trouble because they some good people. But some of the nurses up in here even said that they did not file no charges like that. There's nothing on my baby chart saying that the child should be removed from the room. So the guy basically came up in here illegally with no paperwork signed by the judge, trying to remove my beautiful girl from me, putting my child's life in danger. Now, these the same people who's supposed to protect the child. That's the same guy who walked over and put my child in danger. This is my beautiful baby and my beautiful wife to be. And the thing is, we happy. I built my girl up. I pushed her to become great. I don't let her fail. You feel me? I need y'all help out there. It's hard to fight these people because they can say what they want and do what they want. Now, we know these people finna come back up in here today, and I'm going to try and keep my cool today. I might just have to just let it go ahead and go through and fight them through the legal justice system the right way. But don't no man want their child or their wife hurting, going through this, because they out here to kidnap your kids. We need y'all to pass this along. Help me out. Point me in the right direction. I'm not the one to go fighting through the legal system, but I changed. I'm not him. I want my family. My family keep me here. I live for them, not me. Please help us stay together.
And then he ended up calling the supervisor for the CPS work, I believe. And then this is what the supervisor had to say. And notice how he's talking on the phone. And then after he told him that he was recording it, you're going to hear him say, well, wait, you didn't tell me you was recording this. Let's watch it.
The complaint went through or had no proof on it.
Because I'm telling you, I'm taking the complaint. I'm going to give you my name and number, and I will look into it. First off, Anthony.
All right, I'm going to take your word for it then, Rob. All right, so here's the situation.
Just a second, Anthony, in case we get disconnected.
All
What's
right.
your phone number? But
Yes, sir.
okay, tell me what's going on, Anthony.
All right, brother. Okay, on the 10th, wasn't it the 10th? She was born on the 10th of this month. My daughter was born at the hospital. I guess one of your workers by the name Martin Lopez entered my room with two police officers. Martin Lopez. Into the room with two police officers. I have video camera on it. I was holding my child. Me and him was going back and forth inside inside the room. As we going back and forth, he was trying to get me to put my child down. I refused to put my child down. Martin decided to walk past two police officers and walk up to me and walk in between my legs into my comfort zone and try to snatch my child out of my hand by putting his hands on me, grabbing my wrist and twisting it. My daughter almost fell out my hands. This guy was able to just walk out the room, and then he ended up returning the next day after I made a complaint and said I want to file charges on him through the officer who threatened to lock me up. I don't find that being very professional for one of your one of your CPS workers who is not allowed to touch civilians, who is not allowed to put his hands on civilians, put his hands on me and almost injured my child, my newborn child, who's not even 24 hours.
At any point, Anthony, did you touch him or do anything to him?
No, I was sitting down. The guy walked all the way across the room to me. I was sitting down on the ground. If this your phone number or you have a phone number, I could send you video.
Okay, I've seen the video. I've seen the video that was posted on YouTube, so I know that you did push him with your foot.
Because he walked up on me. He was in my comfort zone. He approached me after he touched me. Did I push him with my foot before or after he touched me?
Well,
So that's called self-defense.
So I just know, so you said that you didn't touch him at all. So, okay. And like I say, I've seen the video because I've seen it on YouTube. So, and like I say, I've passed that video and the situation up the chain of command from here to my, because I'm Martin's direct supervisor and I'm my supervisor. And then, so that's why I'm getting your number, and I'm going to get back to you and let you know if there's something formal you can do about all this, okay? And I'll let you know.
I'm pretty sure it's something formal I could do because the guys don't have the right to touch me. So I was just trying to make that complaint. I'm still taking further actions. I'm going down to file charges and everything. I know what I was doing. But my question is to you, as his supervisor, you saying it's okay for him to walk across the room, put my child in danger, and it's not okay for me to put my foot on him and push him back to save my child?
Did I say that?
That's what I'm asking you, because that's what I'm asking you. That's what I'm asking you. If you say you saw the video, you have the facts.
Okay. Well,
So,
like I say, it's been passed up the chain, so then if somebody is going to do something formal, and I'll find out if there's something more that you can do to...
all right. So since you know...
And I'll get back to you, Anthony.
Oh, so since you know that we had this confrontation, why is this guy still contacting us?
What do you mean? Because he's got the investigation. He's got a job to do.
Okay, then, but this investigation is going through a... You see what's going on. You saw the video, so you think it's okay so for this guy to keep coming around? That's antagonizing. We don't want to associate with this guy. We just had a conflict with this guy. This guy just assaulted me. Why do you think it's okay for him to continue to contact us?
As far as it goes from here forward, shouldn't have to contact you anymore unless you have court hearing coming up. So that will be the only time that you have any more contact with him.
He should not contact me at all. I'm telling you, as his supervisor, we do not want any contact from him. Period. So so send that to the next person.
Go through me, Anthony. I'm telling you, I'll have the contact go through me as his direct supervisor. Okay. And I've got your number 309-781-126.
And this is my complaint.
Okay. I got it that I talked to you today
and you saw the video, right?
Yeah.
And you're okay with your workers putting their hands on civilians?
I am not saying that.
So why is this guy still working there?
I'm telling you, you're taking your, and I will look into it, and I told you I will get back with you.
It doesn't seem like anything that's been taken care of because he's still contacting us. Obviously, you know that's illegal for one of your workers to even touch a civilian. How is he still clocking in?
I'm not going to get into that.
You got to get into it. You was his supervisor. This is my complaint.
You're making your complaint.
So instead of, no, you didn't take my complaint. You didn't take my complaint. You questioned my complaint.
No, I'm taking in your complaint. I'm hearing what you're saying. You're saying.
All right. That's all right. Just to let you know, sir, I was recording this conversation. I'm going to let my lawyer handle it from here. I appreciate you.
You're going to record. So you didn't tell me you're recording me.
I just told you I'm recording you. Have a great day, sir.
Not at the beginning of the conversation.
Have a great day.
And that's the end of that video. My take on that, you do have a lot of these CPS workers where they just be abusing their power and just really just be harassing like a lot of people, and it's actually pretty crazy. In this case right here, you had the CPS worker come in. First, he didn't even show like no type of paperwork or anything. He just showed up and said, I'm here to take your baby. And it's crazy, like they did all of that just for them to still keep the baby, like right here.
Come snatch out of my hands.
Dude, no extension.
Get the lawsuit, snatch out of my hands then.
Give me your baby.
Watch out, bro.
Pass her over here.
Dude, I'm not. Don't touch my child, bro. Joe.
We're going to leave in like 3 seconds. If I can just explain this to you, we're going to walk out the door, and y'all going to keep the kid. Fair?
I know.
So
that CPS worker did all of that just for them to keep the baby and him to walk out. And then like this dude was like explaining the situation, like the type of harassment they were dealing from CPS, like right here.
This lady named Karen Moore, who worked for Rock Island for the Children's Service, Child Protective Services. Her name was Karen Moore. Karen came over to the house one day, make a long story short, sat down on the couch and demanded that I was going to do everything she say. You was going to give me your social security number. You was going to obey me. Those was her words, obey me. Karen went inside the courtroom, lied and said I was living with my girl. We was together. We was a couple. We been together. I had a warrant for a violent traffic ticket. And when that didn't work for her, and I proved that I didn't have no warrants, so she took it as far as calling the people and saying that we was beating on our kids. That came back inconclusive.
Like I said, you really do have them cases where you had those CPS workers and they be harassing people and they'd be power hungry and they just really be messing with people. And then when he was on the phone with the CPS supervisor, even he sounded sketchy too because he's over here questioning his complaint, like right here.
I've seen the video that was posted on YouTube, so I know that you did push him with your foot.
It's not okay for me to put my foot on him and push him back to save my child.
Did I say that?
That's what I'm asking you, because that's what I'm asking you. If you say you saw the video, you have the facts. No, you didn't take my complaint. You didn't take my complaint. You questioned my complaint.
He even sounded like he's not even gonna take this dude serious or even take his complaint in whatsoever. And then like towards the end when he told him that he was recording it, he ain't like that very much, like right here.
Just to let you know, sir, I was recording this conversation. I'm gonna let my lawyer handle it from here. I appreciate you.
You're gonna record, so you didn't tell me you're recording me.
I just told you I'm recording you. Have a great day, sir.
Not at the beginning of the conversation.
Have a great day.
And I do find that kind of weird because, I mean, as CPS services, I feel like they already got a recording on the line anyway when you call them. So why did he feel like kind of weird for him saying he was recording? Like, you didn't say you were recording me. Like, how that CPS is moving over there is definitely weird. And just a simple fact for them just to come and just say, yeah, we're going to take her baby. And then whenever they had the document, it wasn't even signed, like right here.
And with an unsigned document, no court order from no judge, trying to remove my child from my arms.
And you would think since they already have their encounters with CPS and everything, and they've been like messing with these people for a while, that they would have this stuff signed. So it's just like, what? Like, I just don't understand how they just pulled up and tried to like do this. It didn't even have none of this stuff signed. That's my take on it though. Let me know what y'all think about it. Comment section. How you feel about the Moline Police Department for just basically just standing around, just letting this CPS worker do this, just to end up saying, oh, you know what? You get to keep your kid and everything. And I guess they came back the next day and, you know, did whatever. But it's just also weird how he like called the supervisor for the CPS worker and he was just talking all weird on the phone and didn't even like that he was recording a conversation, when it's like, bro, your CPS, aren't they supposed to be recorded anyway? And then on top of that, them dealing with the harassment from the other lady, the CPS lady Karen Moore, and saying you will obey and taking him to court and like doing all this stuff. And I know some people probably say he shouldn't have been screaming whatsoever, and he could have been a little bit more calmer, but at the same time, if you had someone come take your kid and they just come and say, yeah, we're about to take your kid, and I mean, I'm pretty sure anyone feels some type of way about it, especially if you do love your kids. So that's my take on it though. Let me know what y'all think about the comment section. Make sure to like, subscribe, and y'all have a wonderful day.